Before we get started, we are all going to spoil every movie we talk about. So if you're listening, just know that. And I don't mean just the plot. We're also going to spoil your nostalgia good feelings for it. Welcome to Dude, You Haven't Seen That? Our movie discussion podcast. I'm Brian Manning, and today my co-hosts are Alan Manning.
Yes. And Chad.
Today, we're going to be discussing the hot Korean action flick Revenger. Oh, I haven't seen Revenger.
I've seen Avengers, but never Revenger.
Dude, you haven't seen Revenger?
Well, but wait, what's the plug? Like, why do we have to watch this film?
Yeah, what's Revenger about? Oh, it's like if you somehow had 3 VCRs and one was playing Taken, the other was playing The Most Dangerous Game, and one was playing John Wick, and your brain just mashed them all up. All right, fire up all 3 VCRs. Look like Revenger. And we're back with a revengeance. Dude, that was crazy. That was an action-packed, that was not a lighthearted fight film, right, Chad?
It was all action, yeah. It's heavy-hearted fight film.
Yeah, that movie starts with action. And they don't bother answering questions, which is why I say it's like John Wick. It's like, you don't know nothing about this world. It's funny when you say they don't bother answering questions, because the one question I had is, what's the plot? No, we're not answering that.
Just more fighting. Fight.
So, look, we got you already. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. The plot basically was told in that voiceover news report about the dude killing a dude. And are they talking about the good guy killing the bad guy?
No, they're talking about the bad guy killing the good guy's wife and daughter.
Okay, so they said it was a revenge killing. We don't know what this island is that just apparently criminals and innocent families live on.
Yeah,
it's Australia too.
Australia too, Electric Boogaloo. It's Hong Kong's floating prison. You did, Brian. You did forget to set up a 4th VCR to play the Ray Liotta movie No Escape, which is about a private island where they send inmates for life. Yeah, but that's different because the plot is he's trying to get off the island. On Revenger, he tries to get on the island to hunt that guy down. That's true. You're right. This one, like, it's if Ray Liotta did a sequel called Some Escape. So in this one, we set up 3 VCRs and then we play No Escape in the next room. It's a very grim, dark movie, and they're not even trying to like mislead you by showing you John Wick getting a puppy at the beginning. Oh, they don't waste time. It's right to the little girl being chased down by evil henchmen on the beach, and then her mom saves her. It's crazy. And then the way the good guy shows up, he looks like Hannibal Lecter. Like, is he even a good guy? He's wearing a kicking mask. And a straight jacket. Dude.
I'm like, what kind of crime did he have to do to get sent to that island?
I know. And what did that little girl do to get sent there? She's like a serial killer.
Okay, she was born there, right?
She was born there, yeah.
She was born there. And from what little I
so many questions.
Yeah, from what little I gathered from the dialogue, the mom, Molly, she was sent to that island by that good guy. So she doesn't like him. What? Yeah, while she was pregnant, he sent her to the island where she gave birth to Jin. Interpol. Yes. But her husband was there too. Were they sent as a family? Maybe they were Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah. Or we don't know what level of crime it takes to get on the island. Maybe they were like tax evading or something. Yeah, and the weird thing about this movie is like right away, they're speaking Korean and English. just like for no reason they switched to English. Yeah, and I don't know what they were doing that for, but like the reason I bring that up is because I watched it on Netflix and I had subtitles on, but when they said anything in English, there was no subtitle for it. So I have to like turn up the volume, and then the movie gets very loud.
try to understand what they're saying.
Yeah, I did the same. You're like, they should subtitle their English too.
Yes.
Okay, so right from the beginning, Tony, I was watching this movie. That woman and the daughter are getting chased down, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this whole movie about innocent people just getting murdered by bad guys. And then Hannibal Lecter shows up, and then when they run at him with the knives, I'm like, he's gonna do this cool move where they slash the straps off his straitjacket and he could fight him, but no, he's kicking them dudes. And first of all, I was like, dude, these kicks are awesome, but I was uncomfortable the whole time going, he can't use his hands. He was breaking arms and stuff with his legs. He straight kicked them dudes to death on the beach. And I was loving it.
Well, he had to have strong legs because he probably swam like a dolphin to get on.
He dolphin swims, and then he swims so fast that he comes out like not wet. But when they rescue the mother, and then they go back to the island, the cave, I guess, where the whole friendly village lives. What a wild assortment of characters! Like that group is my favorite group of the whole movie. Are those wacky security guards? At first, when they went from this gritty, serious movie that looked like innocent people were going to be slaughtered, and then to straight awesome action, then he gets to the village and it's like slapstick,
I know,
silly comedy. But I don't know why they were all doing like that haka, that Maori haka. Comedy haka. Yeah. I don't know where that came from. But I was, at first I was starting to get annoyed, right? You know, I'm like, this comedy's a little over the top, it's ridiculous. And then like as it went on, it's almost like I need these comedy breaks because the action is so like violent. Yeah, when I watched it the first time, I was like, what is this about? And then halfway through the movie, like, I need some more of those funny dudes. Because this is dark. They might have been added later. Who knows? They might be added in CG. Yeah, because they probably watched the original cut and were like, this movie is too dark. Everyone's going to leave this movie feeling like upset. And when the executive producer had to take off his sunglasses to watch it because the movie is too dark, they're like, ooh, we need some comedy in here.
It kind of felt like an anime. Because of like
I can see that.
The crazy slapstick humor, but then you have like these crazy action moments. So it was like a cartoon in that way. And
the good guy, the dude, you know what? I didn't know his name. I had to pause it when he threw down his little ID tag on the beach. It's Yul Kim.
We don't know anything about him.
They're calling him Death Kicks. That dude's basically superhuman. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it's typical of a lot of Asian action movies, but like the main dude just has abilities. Like you see it in Jet Li movies. It's that kind of thing. This is right up our alley for the types of movies Brian and I used to watch in the 90s, the direct-to-video martial arts stuff. These are the kinds of movies we looked for. Yeah, but better. Like it was the same thing. It's like almost no plot, wacky characters, great fighting, which on paper sounds like porn. Light plot, bad acting, great action. Okay, I have a quick question about Grandpa. He gets there. He's talking to the ghost of his wife, to Grandma, apparently, called him an old hag and everything. But when they first show him, he's acting like a woman. Is that what's happening? And to snap him out of it, he has to kiss that one same guy all the time. And then in English, that's one of those in English. Why always me? I think that's the old hag possessing him. That's what I'm gathering. Okay. You know what? That's fine. That's all I needed. That's the only explanation I needed. I didn't even need an explanation, honestly. You just wanted to say, why always me? Yeah, I just want to see that guy kick more dudes to death. And you get plenty of that.
I think that's just an Asian joke.
What?
It's just like one of those generic Asian jokes.
Oh, the grandfather thing. I thought you were talking about kicking people to death as an Asian joke.
No. Just like having the man turn into a woman or whatever.
Yeah. So, Ricardo, if you're joining us, I hope you watched the movie Revenger on Netflix.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that.
Oh,
Get out of here. No. Sit back and relax, and we're gonna explain to you why you need to be watching.
We're
gonna
sell you on this movie,
even though we've already talked about the beginning. But don't worry, you don't need to know the plot to watch this movie because we watched the movie and we don't know the plot.
You gotta tell Ricardo your favorite moves of the movie. We gotta go with that.
Oh,
there's so many. I mean, there were so many that I kept rewinding. The first one that caught me was
I already know where you're going with this one.
Well, when he's breaking the dude's limbs with his legs on the beach.
Yeah.
But the one that really got me was there's a scene when he's in the hallway where he's fighting the bad guys that are eating lunch that have rice all over their face.
Yeah, it's like every bad guy has rice on their cheek and a mouthful of rice when they fight him.
But when the dude grabs the 2 beer bottles to smash into him, the way he just does that spinning triple punch combo to break the bottles and then wreck the dude. Oh man, it was so good.
They did really amazing choreography with like the simplest stuff. Like I love when that dude just does that spinning heel kick. Whenever he does it, it's so clean.
Yeah.
And then when he does it on the beach, like right away, he catches that dude right away on the beach with the straight jacket on.
I mean, I don't want to be profiling, but it's a Korean martial arts movie, so obviously the guy's kicks are going to be amazing, right?
Oh yeah, Taekwondo, right? Taekwondo.
Yeah, I figured Taekwondo. Yeah.
Was that the style he was doing? We don't know.
Probably. Well, without using his arms on the beach, then yeah. But no, with I don't think they do a lot of throws and limb breaking and stuff. I'm not sure.
That's like movie flavor version. Sprinkle some cinnamon on it.
How old do you think that dude is? Because he looked like he was like.
Yeah, you don't look at from the neck up. He looks like he's 50. From the neck down, he looks like he's 20.
Add those, that's 70, so he's 70 years old.
No, we got to take an average.
That's how Asians age.
We take an average, the 70 and he's 35.
I would guess about that.
Like we were talking about, he doesn't seem like the type that would be the head front
lead,
of
right?
Yeah, like a lead.
Like in Hollywood, he doesn't have the look.
Yeah.
And you can't really say it's the English because Jet Li made it pretty far with his probably the same level of English as all the guys on this island speaking English for no reason.
Yeah, he's kind of losing his hair. But then he takes off his shirt and he's like ripped.
Chad and I swooned.
You just hear Chad go, oh!
Yeah. And then Chad's like, speaking of our favorite parts of the movie, mine was when he took his shirt off.
My first thought was like, if I look like that, I wouldn't mind my hair thinning.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you would trade thinning hair for that.
Yeah. Because I can wear hats.
So the actor's age is 52 years old.
Oh, wow.
Dang. So he was probably 50 when he made the movie.
But he moves. The way the guy moves is like smooth.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Whoever filmed the choreography on this is top rate. Like those dudes are getting kicked for real. It looked like.
Yeah, but I also want to bring up this movie does two things that I don't like, but it didn't matter in this movie. Like they do the shaky camera work and they do the really tight shots, but the movie was still amazing. Like the fights were still great. They didn't hide anything. They did it. Yeah,
they did it to stay in the style of what cinema is today. They did shaky cams and tight shots because that's what action movies are now.
Yeah, like when Christopher Nolan did Batman Begins, he did those tight, shaky shots because he wanted to make it feel like frenetic, like they're getting attacked by an animal. Like this one just did it perfectly. This movie did it well. Hollywood,
pay attention. Lift in Hollywood.
And it's funny because what's that guy? The guy with the hump.
The Hunchback.
I'm telling you, they're anime characters.
He was real anime character.
Dude, that guy
dude with 2 machetes.
Yeah, that guy just
flip it around. Like, why are these people awesome? Who are these guys?
Yeah, it's like they need some backstories on all these characters. There's like no story at all.
Yeah, and then there's just enough story to drive. Like when he saves the mom, brings her to the village, and then he's like, "I'm looking for Kun. Where is he?" And they're like, "He lives over by the volcano." By the volcano.
I know.
Well,
Volcanoes
of course
are pretty
that's where
big.
the guys live, by the volcano. Okay.
It's like a direction. He lives north.
Yeah, can
Okay.
can you point?
Yeah, there was like currently smoke coming out of it, I think.
I felt like he was like Rick Grimes. It was like the worst idea to bring him to the village because there was no point. Like all she had to do was say, "Go to the volcano."
Oh yeah, no, it was definitely a bad idea,
Yeah.
as evidenced later.
She needed him to carry her mom back. She wasn't going to do it by herself.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, okay,
Forgot
so
about
yeah,
that.
so then when he first goes towards the volcano,
Yeah, no, but the problem though, to Chad's point, is the little girl follows him. That's the problem. That's what
Yeah.
kickstarts everything.
Yeah.
yeah,
But she wants to kill Coon as well. She wants to watch him die. So of course, it's not like I'm not going to begrudge her.
yeah, obviously we want to go stupid kids making stupid decisions, but she was born on an island of prisoners.
Of killers.
And all she
Yeah.
wants is revenge for her prisoner dad getting killed by Coon, the main bad dude that lives
The
in a
movie's
volcano.
called Revenger, not Farmer.
Jeez. Yeah, so he goes over there, finds that pit of dead bodies or dead body with two fake bodies in there. The little girl checks on the one guy, and then the two dudes are playing possum, jump up, grab her, run away. They get like the biggest head start on Mister before he realizes, and he doesn't even bother chasing. He's like, I'll catch them. I know where they are. They're at the volcano.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to run the whole time. He's saving his energy.
He don't need to run.
He
What
walks
kind of
everywhere.
that?
The guy walks everywhere.
He looks like Hannibal Lecter. He moves like Jason Voorhees.
But how long do you think those guys were like sitting in that ditch, like playing possum? Were they waiting for him?
No. I saw like the deleted scenes. There was actually like two bodies in the pit, and they had to eat the other one to live long enough until someone came along their trap.
You're not being real.
What?
I'm not being real.
Okay.
This whole podcast is trying to tell jokes, and you guys are like,
No, this whole podcast is to talk about what we saw, and we saw
Okay, you're
something awesome. We saw a horror movie monster as a good guy.
the one thing I like about this movie is when the mom comes to rescue her daughter, you get an actual decent bow and arrow fight. Like that's not common in
That's
movies.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like a sniper battle, bow and arrow versus
It
bow and
wasn't like watch me shoot 9 arrows around a corner. It was just straight up people hunting each other with bow and arrows, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked this film because it wasn't like him having to dodge bullets the whole time. Like the only thing he had to dodge was arrows, and that made it feel more real, I think.
Oh yeah, and because that definitely helps his game plan of open the door and walk forward, and I don't care who's there. I don't know how that would have worked. But he would have dodged the bullets.
He would have kicked the bullets.
Yeah, he probably would have kicked the bullets back at him. I don't think anything on that island was a threat. Oh, except the poison-tipped arrow that got him from the archery group.
But he was sitting still protecting the girl though. If she wasn't
Yeah.
there.
But the poison didn't even hurt him. The poison just like made him go to sleep for like an hour, and then he woke up.
That wasn't an hour.
No, Grandpa possessed by Grandma had to save him because he was poisoned after kissing the dude again.
But that was a healing montage though. He used like 4 different medications.
I saw a montage similar on a Steven Seagal movie on
Kill?
on Art to Kill, yes, which means it's legit.
I mean, while he's like sleeping and like sleeping off the poison and stuff like that, everyone in the village is like getting like just killed.
Oh my god, yes. That's,
Yeah,
And they're like the most useless people.
yeah.
Come on. No, they're there to bring us joy because the movie's so dark.
There was no joy at that moment. They took all our joy. The director's like, "Hey, here's all this joy from the slapstick villagers. I'm gonna take all that away." So no, the bad guys found the secret village by following the bumbling slapstick good guys that were trying to head back to the village.
That's why like
Killing one of
this,
them.
I don't think that this movie should be called Revenger because he doesn't get revenge.
He got revenge. The whole reason he went to the island was to kill the one guy,
Yeah, he got his revenge.
and he killed the one guy.
But yeah, that movie, that scene, they show up to the village and they're just slaughtering everyone. And I'm like, when's this dude gonna wake up?
I was waiting for like, yeah, maybe 1 or 2 people get killed, a couple people get attacked, and then he shows up and it saves everyone. But he doesn't wake up until everyone's dead. To
the mother and daughter.
The mother, daughter, and the dude with the hook for a hand that accidentally led everyone to the village.
Oh no, he gets killed.
Hey, but so why are they killing these people?
Because they're bad guys.
Yeah, we don't know, Ricardo. They're evil.
There's a group of bad guys that live in a volcano, and there's a group of good guys that live in a secret village in a valley or something. And then every time the bad guys find the good guys, they hunt them for sport.
Wow.
But then they find the whole village of them, and then they go in and slaughter them all.
Like viciously too. Like there's a scene where Hunchback dude is like in a hut stalking a maybe a 4-year-old girl and her mom. And I was like, oh, this is it. This is where Hero breaks his neck. And the next scene is the mother and daughter are just dead. I was like, what? What is this?
Yeah, that's like, you
What are we watching?
Oh, you made that Hunchback dude all the way evil.
I mean,
I know he's all the way evil, but still, it's like that was, I didn't like that. That part, we needed to insert a little bit more slapstick, like right around that area. Yeah. And I would have felt a little better.
That's why there's no revenge. And like,
he got his revenge.
Yeah, it's the movie. The whole version, the whole title is His Revenger.
Oh my god.
So yeah, no, he wakes up when basically the entire village is slaughtered.
Wait, he sounds like an Asian Rambo.
I don't know why you say it like it's ramen. He's an Asian superhero for sure.
John Rambo.
John Rambo.
Well, that's Asian, right?
Oh, he got you there, Alan. He got you there.
You're right. You're right. I take it back. That's accurate. He's Rambo. Even his like arm bandage over the wound makes him look like a gladiator, and Chad and I swooned again. Then he grabs a sword and he becomes the last samurai.
Yeah, that's the cool part, because he didn't have a weapon the whole time, and then he brings out the sword at the end. It's like, oh yeah.
Well, he took it from one of the dead guys, but like when he had it, it's like, it's over. I don't know why you guys are trying.
No, he took it from a live dude and made that dude dead. Then he sword fights the entire group of bad guys.
Oh, he makes short work of them too. Like it's like seconds before it's just that supermodel dude and the Hunchback are fighting him.
It was like, yeah, yin and yang.
Yin and yang. Beauty and the Beast are fighting him.
And it's funny because the supermodel guy gets killed first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The evil Hunchback is the bigger threat.
Yeah.
Hunchback's the dopest.
He's the dopest.
I don't even think he has a name in the movie.
No, they called him Hunchback. I don't know what the credits are saying.
They were messing with you because they wanted to. They kind of had a hierarchy, but then they totally went against that, because you think the bow and arrow girl was like the main henchman because she came on the island with the dude.
Yeah.
But then she dies first.
Oh, they had us thinking hierarchy was based on looks.
No, it was not. It's flip it. The hierarchy is exactly the opposite, because the main bad guy is like burnt crispy and covered in bandages. He's like the ugliest dude.
Yeah, that's true.
So it really was the reverse hierarchy. Like the prettier you are, the lower in the rank you are in his.
The second biggest threat is the Hunchback.
Yeah.
And the hero's losing his hair. That's why he's so powerful.
Hollywood would say he's not a looker. But Hollywood didn't see him with his shirt off.
That dude had the right to bear arms.
Yeah, so then after he kills the whole bad guy crew, just I guess walks back to the volcano.
Yeah, doesn't even say goodbye to the daughter and mother.
He was never there for them, though. He was always only there for Coon.
Yeah. For revengeance.
Let me get that dude. Where's that dude? And then the dude's waiting for him, and then they have that. Oh, that fight's so good.
It's a good fight, but it's like it's quiet. The punches like sound like they're hitting pillows.
They didn't do a lot of the shaky cam on this one, right?
No, none of it. It was all like wider shots.
They just allowed these two to fight, and
there was a lot of just slower moments, like just struggling for position. And then that dude gets punched, and he crawls to a crate and eats 2 whole marijuanas for some reason.
I was waiting for him to just like superpower out. Like,
yeah, me too. I'm like, what is that stuff and why is he eating it?
Mister's in trouble now.
Probably just like painkiller. It's like, oh, is that all it is?
And then they do the typical when the dude has a blade versus empty hand, you got to grab some kind of rope because, like in the paper rock scissors of hand-to-hand fighting, rope beats knife. Where he uses like his hand wrap as a length of rope, the same way Joe did in American Ninja. He used the length of hose to take on a stick. So yeah, whenever I see that, I'm like, I don't even know how, but I just understand that rope beats knife in hand-to-hand combat, according to all movies I've seen.
Yeah, action movies have taught us.
I was watching that and thinking like, man, I gotta learn that.
The rope fighting?
Yeah, fighting with the rope.
When I was a kid and I saw that, that's what I thought. I need to learn how to fight with a rope.
Yeah.
In case I ever have to fight a dude with a knife.
And then you're like, how do I show off with a rope? I'm not going to learn this. I'm going to jump rope before I fight someone.
Look how talented I am. Oh, a double jumper. Oh,
what am I, Rocky?
Finish him. Use the double Dutch.
I don't know if I missed it or whatever, but how did that guy get all burnt up and fucked up and shit?
They showed him
in a flashback.
They showed him on fire in a flashback, but I don't know how it happened because one moment he's murdering the guy's wife and daughter, next moment he's on fire.
What a way to draw out a flashback.
Yeah, I think the Interpol dude found him again, or Mister found him again, set him on fire, and then arrested him.
Oh, and that's why he's sent to the. Why is he sent to the
island? I'm just making the plot up as I go because I don't even know the plot.
Like I hate to say it, but Lionheart had a more complete story. But this movie is way more entertaining.
Tony, to answer your question, we call him Mister. Mister set Coon on fire.
Mister.
We know it was off the island.
In the script, it's just written like cool fight scene.
Yeah.
Cool fight scene.
Set on fire. Oh, did you guys? And then the way he beat the bad guy. Talk about brutal. He headbutted the guy to death. He kept headbutting him till his face caved in.
How does that work? How is your head stronger than the other head?
Well, the crown of his head was hitting the dude's face.
Well, the way in movies, the way headbutts work is whoever thinks of it first is in there. Because if two dudes get the idea to headbutt each other at the same time, they're both dazed and slapstick and
yeah, it's like comedic. They're both stunned, like and then they're both rubbing their foreheads like Jackie Chan.
And then just head, and then never goes back to the village, right? Where they just do the voiceover, where they go, now that the coon is dead, peace has returned to the island.
There's 3 people on the island, and one's a murderer.
Well, and then Jin, the little girl, she's like, we never saw him again, so I think he left the island.
So that's why peace is here, because the most violent man is gone.
It's like, how did he get off the island?
Okay, he's standing on that.
They showed it.
Here's what they showed. He's standing on a cliff watching that boat show up, and then he moves forward off camera and they cut to credits. I assume he flew off the island.
He threw one long spinning jump kick until he landed on the deck of that ship.
He flew off the island with a spinning kick and corkscrewed to the boat.
He did like a Ryu.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's plausible after everything we've seen in the movie. And then there's like that mini after credit sequence.
Why do we know that he got off the island? Is because of the after credits part.
Yeah,
okay,
it looks like
what is
Fist
up with
North
that?
Star.
You saw that, right, Tony?
What?
Halfway through the credit sequence where they show that little mid-credit scene?
Oh, no, I didn't watch credits.
What?
Okay, I don't even understand because it's like a dust storm. It looks like a post-apocalypse, and he's. Have you ever seen the anime Fist of the North Star?
No.
Okay, in the beginning scene, like he shows up with just covered in mud and a brown cloak. They show this guy dressed the same way, so I'm like, oh my god, he's Fist of the North Star,
which explains a lot.
Yeah, which explains a lot because in the anime, a literal building falls on the guy and cracks in half when it lands on his head.
Yeah, and then in Fist of the North Star, he kicks people to death, just like this dude.
We just saw the prequel to Fist of the North Star.
Is that new?
No,
it's in old 80s, like
it's over 30 years ago.
Something.
Oh, okay.
I recommend that movie. It's a lighthearted post-apocalypse action movie.
Everything's lighthearted.
Yeah,
The plot makes
Cat is not lighthearted at all.
the plot makes just as much sense as Revenger, by the way.
Okay, so now that we saw the movie, what does everybody rate the movie?
Wait, are we gonna go ahead and just someone come in and represent Bobby in rating this?
No, okay, I'm sorry. We forgot to mention Bobby's out today because it's his birthday. So
Happy birthday, Bob.
happy birthday, Bobby. Ricardo, do you mind, based on our description of the movie, rating it a 1 star or a 5 star?
Yeah, I'm gonna rate for Bobby.
All right, we'll just do that. Why not?
Okay, sure. And like even without that score, I have a feeling this is gonna be the highest rated movie on the podcast so far.
If it isn't, whoever rates it a 1 is some bad guy, some pretty bad guy that lives in a volcano.
And they're just jealous.
Some jealous, pretty bad guy.
We're all talking like it's like an anonymous vote.
Too pretty to make the cut.
Too bad your back is straight.
Better put a scar on that face.
Yeah, with your straight back and your nice teeth.
Your pretty boy muscles.
The pretty bad guy, he had braces to show he wasn't perfect.
I thought he had a grill. I thought that was like
you know what? I thought his braces. I don't know. All right. I'll go first. Alan rates the movie 5 stars. I would look a dude in the eye on the street and say, dude, watch Revenger. It's a 5-star movie.
Brian gives this movie 1 star for every grain of rice on a bad guy's cheek. So it's 5. I mean, I can't give it 15 stars, so I'm at the max out at 5.
Maxing out at 5. Why is there always rice on everyone's faces?
A lot of cheek rice in this movie.
This gets 5 stars for cheek rice. I've never seen so much quality cheek rice.
I will have to give it 5 stars.
You have to? I like
that.
Yeah,
because it's super fucking badass.
Like, I don't have a choice. The guy standing behind me right now,
he's gonna revenger me if I don't give it 5 stars. He disappeared
like Michael Myers. And if I don't give it 5 stars, he's gonna kick me to death.
He's just wearing a cloak in this Vegas heat, so he must be a madman.
I don't want to be telling people that I got kicked in the head and killed by a 52-year-old.
We found Tony dead in his office with rice on his cheek.
You know, if you stood next to that dude and both of you were shirtless and we said one of them is 52, everyone would point to you.
I don't know, man. He has a full head of hair.
I don't care. All right, Chad. What do you rate this?
I rate it 5 stars.
5 stars.
Yeah, I can't give it 1 star, but yeah, 5 stars. I mean, the action in itself, just it's all great action. So on that, I have to give it 5.
Dark. I thought for sure you would be so super bummed out by the village getting slaughtered.
Yeah, I am because there's no revenge. Like
there is one revenge. There's not enough revenge.
But you're connected. You're not connected to the people in the flashback because that whole they did a flashback like 5 times, and you know exactly what was happening in the flashback. They try to make it like so dramatic, like there was something crazy going on. But it's like, yeah, we know that his family died.
Chad watching the family murdered with the driest eyes. He's like, I don't know.
It's like I care more about that little girl on the island.
I care about the little girl on the island. I know her. Yeah. I saw her almost die at the very beginning.
And her dad gets murdered in the most brutal way, so she deserves revengeance more than he does.
All right, Ricardo, what does Bobby rate the film?
I think Bobby would give it 5 stars.
I think you're right.
I think so too.
Yeah, I give it 5 stars. It just sounds like an amazing action.
Ricardo, when we're done recording this, go watch Revenger on Netflix. I'm telling you. It's ridiculous.
Okay. And then watch Rambo after that.
Watch Rambo, John Rambo.
Rambo.
Really, we gave it 5 stars because the guy's standing behind all of us simultaneously to kick us to death. Send help.
I don't know how we're on this island of criminals and murderers, but
we're all ugly. He thinks we're bad guys. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just ugly.
I'm not high-powered.
All right. You guys ready to pick the next movie?
Yes, I'm ready.
We have 10 movies remaining on the list. I will auto random generate a number. Brian's got a scrambled list, so I can't cheat. I'll tell him the number, and he'll tell you guys what movie we're going to watch next week. The number 10, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog, 2020 animated movie. Or did it come out last year? 2019, 2020, whenever.
Bobby's one sentence pitch is gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Is anyone gonna veto Sonic the Hedgehog?
Alan and Brian have already used their vetoes, so only Chad, Tony, and Bobby have a veto left. But we're not going to allow Ricardo to veto like he's Bobby.
Yeah, I veto.
You veto?
I veto that movie.
Ricardo vetoes it, but it doesn't count. Chad or Tony, would you like to veto Sonic the Hedgehog?
No, I think I already downloaded that.
I've seen it. Hey,
I haven't seen it. I haven't watched it though.
you mean you downloaded the purchase?
Oh yes, the purchase order.
The trailer. I mean, I downloaded the trailer.
He downloaded the proper rental purchase order from Amazon.
Dude, you've just seen Revenger.